Hello, my viewers. You are welcome back. This is Ethics Intro of East Africa. We are discussing ethical values that are very important that can be used to change the organization to be a corruption-free organization. I want to welcome you to wind up this particular discussion on organizational culture change. My name is Joseph Okhako. I'm the CEO Ethics Intro of East Africa, and this is Ethics Intro of East Africa's YouTube channel that is discussing matters corruption and corruption eradication. What is it that we need to do as an institution, as a business, as a country to reduce corruption within our borders, within our boundaries, within our organization? Number one, let's create a culture of integrity. Let's create a culture of integrity that includes exercising good judgment in professional practices and adhering to ethical principles. That is what we should be looking for in an organization. Let's be honest. Let's be truthful in our approach to life. Let's be fair to each other. Let us be very sincere. Unfortunately, in East Africa and even in our own national politics, we very much like cheating. We lie all the time. From morning to evening, we are into lies. We see lies to be very normal. It's a normal way of life to cheat each other, and things just work out very well. You cheat, and tomorrow we meet and we laugh as if nothing happened. That is actually an ethical culture within an organization. If we want to change and create an environment of corruption eradication, an environment that is ethical, environment that is responsive to corruption eradication, we must be honest, and this includes being very truthful all the time. This includes being fair to one another all the time and being very sincere to each other. That is actually how you create a corruption-free environment. We must practice fidelity. Be fair to our clients. Don't treat clients differently. There are those ones you give them a lot of leeway to do certain things, and those ones you be very strict. You want to follow the rules and regulations, but to others you make things very easy for them. We are not fair to our clients, to our customers. Let's practice fidelity. All right, let's actually develop trust among ourselves, between ourselves, our customers, our citizens, and the people we are leading. Trust is very important. Trust actually solves everything. All right, it is actually the only thing that makes sense to our lives. Trust is the cornerstone of our integrity. If you are employed, be very loyal to employer. If you are contracted, you are into contract with your employer, with an organization, you are supposed to provide a particular service or to sell certain items, please be very loyal and obey the terms of the contract. That is how you make an organization or your business to grow. All right? Now, except for those who don't believe in God, but those ones who believe in God, please be very faithful to God. That's how you create a very ethical environment. Be very faithful to God. All right? Be kind, be caring, have goodwill, and tolerate each other. Have compassion and mercy. I'm talking about charity. You know, charity begins at home. Make sure even in your own homes, in your own businesses, you are very kind, you are very caring to your customers, to your staff, your employees. I'm looking forward to seeing employers who are very caring and very kind sorry, to employees. Be responsible. You know, being responsible means being very reliable. You can be trusted. You are very reliable. Please ensure you are very dependable. People should be able to depend on your word. People should be able to rely on what you speak. Be accountable and be very trustworthy to the people around you. All right? I'm also talking to self-discipline. Can you please, reasonable, always restrain yourself when you are interacting with the people within your organization, business partners, business associates, business collaborators, you know, customers, or even your employees. Try as much as possible and show some reasonable restraint on how you deal with them. All right? Don't indulge yourself into an excessive behavior. You know, I have seen leaders, for example, I've seen leaders, they go and drink too much and they show part of half of their nakedness to the members of the public. That's actually unethical. That's very much unethical, and I think that the EACC, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, should be able to do something about this. Our leaders need to be taken through some ethical leadership principles, all right, so that excessive misbehavior and excessive indulgence should actually be controlled a little bit, especially where we are trying to develop ethical leadership in this country of ours called Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been organizational change and how we can be able to use to reduce corruption. If we take cognizance of all these items I've just spoken here, our organizations will change, our national politics, our national responsiveness to corruption eradication will completely change for better. We will not be talking about these things we have. We will not be talking about these high appetite for bribes, high appetite for corruption, high appetite for unethical behavior, you know, and so on and so forth. We will be a very responsive nation. Our public bodies will be very responsive to corruption and corruption eradication. I've been your host, Joseph Okhako, the CEO, Ethics Institute of East Africa. Let's meet again as we continue discussing about corruption and corruption eradication.